I can't believe we're here already. We're almost in double digits. This is episode 9 of KinnPorsche. Taewon is back. But I think we all got the sense he was going to be back. Kin loved him. Still does, to a degree. And having that love back, especially when they made to show you that there were feelings still there, is going to cause issues between Kin and Porsche. To what variant degree, I do not know. It could be something very big, or it could be something that just kind of passes. But I think Taewon will cause problems. I think this is only my guess is that he was intentionally let out and maybe told to not eat and to make himself look like he's hungry and lost and afraid, and he was captured. I feel like he's working for the enemy, whoever that is, because it may be Vegas, it could be someone completely different. But there will be issues. And it's just how much does he get under Porsche's skin? Because Porsche is a reactionary person. He's not very good at hiding his feelings, whereas Kin has been trained to hide them. And then it's also, do we get Vegas and Pete and their relationship? Does it start to? Because I felt like we were seeing elements of interactions between them, a slight build up. Of course, we have Porsche and Kim. But that's very sweet, Porsche. But I am very intrigued what they're going to do with Taewon and just what problems he's going to cause. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Oh, and another thing. Kin, when you shoot someone, double tap. Oh, they handcuffed him. Makes sense to me. Because aren't you supposed to be dead?
ไม่เจอกันนานเลยนะคิน
Yeah, it's been a while since I shot you.
ไม่ตายอีกเหรอก็ตั้งแต่วันนั้น
Still alive, that's a Shakespeare. It's who let him out though, because I know the Italians are dead, but
ตะวันขอโทษนะคินที่ตะวันโกหก
again, he did love
ตะวัน
him.
มีให้คินมาตลอดตะวันไม่เคยโกหกเลยนะ
Yeah, he's moved on to the person to your left.
พวกมันจะฆ่าตะวัน
Who's
ตะ
they?
วันมีข้อมูลของคนที่อยู่เบื้องหลังพวกอิตาเลียนแต่ตะวันไม่มีโอกาสได้เจอคินสักทีหนึ่ง
ขังมันไว้ก่อนพรุ่งนี้เช้าค่อยคุยกัน
I feel like looking into Kin's eyes, you still see feelings there. Okay, so we're back to him already. So is Porsche going to turn up? There's got to be a reason we're going back to him in this moment. Yeah, who's coming to talk to you so we can extend this scene? Did someone try to poison him? Okay, Ken. Yeah. If he's been poisoned with the water, that then implies that someone within the place is trying to get rid of him. That means there's a mole.
โชคดีที่คุณตะวันได้รับพิษเข้าไปไม่เยอะเลยไม่เป็นอะไรมาก
Unless it's a trap to make Kin believe Taewon is a good person.
พวกมันไม่ปล่อยตะวันไปแน่คินต้องช่วยตะวันนะถ้าคินช่วยตะวันนะเดี๋ยวตะวันจะเอาหลักฐานมาให้เป็นการแลกเปลี่ยนโอเคไหมนะคินโอเคไหม
He's done it. So, I think this is very, very important what we just saw, which was making Taewon look more innocent than what he is in this moment, because we have to be on guard watching this to know that he sold information, he was supposed to be dead, he's still alive, he escaped, and then someone poisons him. If someone is poisoning him, there's either to make him look more innocent or he has too much information. This should be a big red flag that they may not highlight until they do flashbacks later on when they reveal who the traitor is. But it's very clear there's someone working within the system. It's just, who is this person? Because why would you try to poison Taewon unless you want him to look innocent? And of course you can't trust him. That's why Porsche keeps having these certain looks and why they keep panning to his looks, that we have to remember that it's intentional from the director. That's why we see him looking. The problem is Kin did and probably still does care for Taewon. So it's how do you challenge these feelings and challenge with what's in front of you? Because it is definitely a test for Kin in this moment. And it's just, what information does Taewon have that they've allowed him to have? This is just me, by the way, theorizing. But I feel like the poison moment was a very clear indication that there's someone within the organization that is a turncoat. Because...
คินเชื่อตะวันอีกครั้งหนึ่งนะ
But when you break someone's trust, how are you supposed to trust them again?
เชื่อก็โง่ละ
Why he looks straight at
รู้ได้
Porsche?
ไงมันจะไม่ทำอีก
Taewon is the Tankun is the only one right now clearly on guard.
ผิดพวกที่ทรยศได้เลยแสดงว่าพวกมันเนี่ยมีคนที่มีอำนาจหนุนหลังพวกมันอยู่
Someone very powerful.
เช่นไอ้พวกตระกูลรอง
Could be, but it could also be someone within your own organization. It could be the dad. Why did the dad give a look to Kin there? Is he doing this to strengthen Kin's resolve for the future?
จะโหวตให้เก็บมันไว้มันก็เสมอกัน1-1
Kin has the final decision. Tankun, by the way, do you remember how they kind of say how he kind of seems eccentric? He's not in this moment.
ไม่มีมารยาทหรือไง
Notice how he talks here?
ผมรู้ครับหน่วยก้านดีไม่แปลกใจ
Supposed to be
ว่า
poised.
ทำไมคินมาอยู่ข้างๆแทนบิ๊ก
Yeah, Big is very emotional. But I feel like Taewon is egging Porsche on in this moment.
อันนี้อ่านง่ายจะตายป่านนี้ก็คงจะโหวตกันอยู่ว่าจะเอายังไงต่อ
Yeah, they're very easy to read.
แทนคุณ
No. But
จะ
Tankun,
โหวตให้รีบฆ่าทิ้ง
honestly, his demeanor shows you that he puts on a little bit so that...
เลือกเก็บไว้ใช้ประโยชน์ต่อสุดท้ายก็ต้องขึ้นอยู่กับคินว่าเขาจะเลือกอะไร
Yeah, he knows this family. You were dating, kid. You read them all very... The family is very easy to read. I'm surprised they haven't been taken down before.
คงเป็นสิ่งที่เหมาะที่สุดกับตระกูลของเขา
หรือว่าเลือกสิ่งที่เหมาะที่สุดกับหัวใจเขาเอง
Okay, seeing how he's doing this? He is intentionally saying these to get a reaction out of Porsche.
เราตกลงจะให้ความคุ้มครองแลก
But
หลักฐานความผิดทุกอย่าง
But he could lie to you and give you half-truths on the information he has. There you go, this is a tell sign. He keeps looking at Porsche. Don't forget, that's your ex-boyfriend. He's going to know the looks people give him, and when you give people looks, Kim. these three, they're great.
ตะวันรีเทิร์นว่ะ
พูดถึงแล้วก็ตายากชิบหาย
Yeah.
รอบนี้ก็ไปอยู่ไหนอะห้องเดียวกับคุณคินปะ
เป็นพวกมึงจะเอางูปิดเข้าห้องปะคุณคินให้ไปอยู่ห้องนอนแขกนู่น
Yeah, no one trusts
มีบริการดคอยเฝ้า
Taewon.
จะไปไหนอ่ะก็ต้องขออนุญาต
For now, we'll see if he worms his way back in.
ใครวะ
เอาก็คุณคินกับคุณตะวันไงคุไหมไม่รู้ แต่เพื่อนเรา
Look at them gossiping.
แน่นอน
หมายถึงใครวะเนี่ย
Porsche.
นี่มันมีอะไรไหมเนี่ยในเนี้ยมันมีอะไรไหมพอดไงมึงไม่สังเกตเหรอว่าไอ้พอดคุณคินอ่ะ
Exactly. How have you not? They're not subtle.
นี่ถ้ากูถอดแว่นแล้วกูมอง100 เมตรกูยัง
Thank you. As someone who wears glasses, yeah. Why is everyone else blind to this?
คนอย่างกูเคยพลาดวะ
ขอโทษครับ
ขอโทษอะไร
Yeah, right. Why are you sorry?
เอาว่าไงครับคุณคิน
Okay, bitch.
กูมีงานให้มึงท
spy on Vegas.
ครับ
กูว่าไอ้เวกัสมันรู้แล้วว่าตะวันอยู่นี่ มึงไปจับตาดูมัน
No wonder these two get
ความเคลื่อนไหว
together.
อะไร
I mean, he did fail last time.
มึงมานี่เลยทิ้งกู ทิ้งกู
Of course they left you. They don't look after
หั
Kin.
วนะมึงหัวหน้ามึงก็ต้องรับดิวะโอ้โห
สรุปว่าไงบ้างวะ
ไม่โดนด่าอ่ะ
No, he didn't get scolded. And he knows none of the bodyguards like him, but he doesn't care.
แล้วกินข้าวยังเราอ่ะ
Yeah, see that look?
เหนื่อยๆนะช่วงเนี้ย
Uh-huh. He knows how to read people. That's a dangerous thing, by the way. When someone can read the people around you.
คิน นี่จำได้ปะที่ญี่ปุ่นปะ
เกาหลี
Do I look
ใช่
impressed?
เหรอไม่เชื่อดูรูป
Look at Porsche looking over. I would too, yeah, it makes sense. He just knows exactly what he's doing here to get to Kin. I'm not saying it's working for Kin, but it's very smart
จำ
on
ได้เลยที่ไปดู
Taewon's
ไม้เป็นสีด้วย
part.
กันครั้งแรกใช่ไหมแล้วเราก็ไปคล้องกุญแจกันด้วยของ
They did the love lock.
แล้วกินก็พาหลง เดินโคตรนานวันนั้นอย่างเหนื่อยอะ
ไม่มี
Don't smile.
มีดิคินอย่าเถียงตะวัน
Don't smile, Kin.
มีคินจะจำไม่ได้ได้ยังไงฮะ พาหลงนั่งนานวันนั้นอ่ะ
You're letting him touch you.
มี
Here he goes talking to Porsche and saying things. Wait for it. Did you hear the shifting music as well? This shift is an ominous moment.
อร่อย
Yeah, see, he's
รสชาติที่คุ้นเคย
this is what he's doing. The familiar taste. He's gonna go back to what he knows. Look at what he's doing there.
มึงเห็นไหมเนี่ย เลวเลยยำที่บ้านไม่ใช่ซ่อง
Because he knows you're watching him.
อิวทำท่าทำทางเข้า คนดีๆไหนก็ทำกันวะฮะ
แล้วคนดีๆที่ไหนเขามาจ้อง CCTV ทั้งวันทั้งคืนแบบนี้วะ
โอ้ย
Well, Tang Kun
น้อยอย่างนี้
is the only one apart from Porsche who's not being fooled.
ระวังเถอะจะซ้ำ
Exactly, thank you. The only one speaking sense to Kin right now. The only one being honest to him.
แต่ก็นะ จะทำอะไรอ่ะ คิดถึงคนที่มึงรักด้วยก็แล้วกัน
ตาดูเศร้าๆนะยังไง
Yes. He looks sad. He does. Look at his eyes.
ดูจากทรงแล้วเนี่ย เกิดจากมือที่ 3 ใช่ไหม
How would you know? About a third one? Yeah.
ยังไงยังไง
อย่างเลยเจ๊
It's such a strange thing in the writing to bring that up.
เจ๊ผมควรจะไปจ้อแจ้คนอื่นเพื่อให้มันถึงดีป่ะ
เขาไม่ทำกันแล้ววิธีนั้นน่ะ
It is also a weird thing to do. That's not a healthy relationship.
นี่ใช้วิธีเจดีกว่า รับรอง อารมณ์จอเลยค่ะฮาเอลดอ
Yeah, look at you breaking the fourth wall.
ไม่ต้องห่วง
Is this Pete? Porsche? Okay. That reminds me of the Tom Cruise movie where he comes into a scene in his underwear like this. I swear this might be taken from that movie. Is someone gonna walk in on him? Okay, so random. And look, just happens to have everything open so we can see.
มึงกินยาหรือยังวะเนี่ย หมด
What? What are you doing? That's not how you check someone. But still.
ไปดูหนังกระแทนคุณถึงเช้าเลยอ่ะ สง
Mm-hmm.
สัยคืนนี้ก็คงต้องนอนคนรอทั้งคืนนะ
I bet.
ต้อง
ปราณนารีกระบวนท่าที่ 1 รู้ว่าแกร่ง แต่แกล้งออนแอร์บ้างก็ได้
ถ้ามึงอยากช่วยกูจริงๆอ่ะ
Fuck me.
เช็ดตัวให้กูก็พอ กูเตรียมไว้ให้หมดแล้ว
Oh, he douched.
ปราณนารีกระบวนท่าที่ 2
It's interesting that he's trying to seduce Kin and Kin is not falling for it. Not right now, anyway. I don't know, Kin's reaction is so strange. Before Taewon, he would have been heavily turned on in this moment.
โอ้
Oh,
โอเคไหมเนี่ย
he's making the turned on noises.
อ๋อโอ้
Porsche.
มึงมาแปลกเนี่ย
Yeah, but your reaction to him, Kin, is very telling from you. Tidy whities. Grab that ass. Oh, someone's drunk. Hamsa hamnala. Okay, why are you saying thank you?
ไหนคืนนี้มึงบอกว่าดูซีรีส์ถึงเช้าไงวะ
Drunk. Ooh, be sick in the toilet. Oh, thanks for that sound.
กูดูซีรีส์กับคุณหนูเห็นคุณหนูดื่มแล้วเปรี้ยวปาก
So you got too
นี่
drunk.
คุณหนูนอกไปแล้วทำไมวันนี้มึงตัวยาวๆจังวะ
Why is your leg so
มึ
long?
งตาฝาดแล้ว
Pete, go to bed.
กูว่ากูเมาแล้ว กูไปนอนดี
Yeah,
กว่า
maybe a little bit drunk.
เออ
Turned on yet, Kim?
ไม่รู้อ่ะ
เฮ้ย
Leave him alone. Don't speak. Escape. We'll have sex there. Why not? Who has? I have. Mm-hmm. Honestly,
พอก็นอนไม่หลับอ่ะ
none of your business.
กลัวตะวันจะไปหลอกคินเหรอ
Yes.
หรือว่ากลัวเรื่องอื่น
This is also allowing us to know the intentions behind Taewon, because he's shifting his tone and his attitude as the days go on.
รสชาติดีว่ะ
Oh, challenge accepted. Is he going to catch you on your phone again?
คุณคินครับ เมื่อเช้าคุณเวกัสไปทำธุระที่บ่อน แล้วก็แวะมากินข้าว ตอนนี้ไม่รู้มาทำอะไรสักอย่างที่วัดครับ ผมก็ไม่แน่ใจ
โอเค ระวังตัวด้วย อย่าให้มันรู้
Okay. Good luck. What else? If you knew someone was following
สวัส
you.
ดีครับคุณเวกัส
Oh,
สวัสดีครั
him.
บคุณมาเก๊า
เห็นพี่พีทอยู่เนี่ย
Eh. Okay, whatever. Now, are the brothers named after the places they were conceived in? Like, for Vegas, Macau. Because if so, those parents were some international freaks.
อยู่ดีๆ ก็สนใจในพระธรรมขึ้นมา เอาเป็นว่า ไปฟังเป็นเพื่อนผมนะ
Yeah, they knew exactly what they were doing here. If he can't turn it down, can he? Yeah, see? He can't turn it down. But I feel like,
คุณจะเอาที่กวดน้ำเพิ่มไหมครับ เดี๋ยวผมเดินไปหยิบมา
yeah, people's really listening there.
ทำบุญร่วมชาติ ตักบาตร
Oh, I bet you'll make merit together.
ชาติหน้าเราจะได้มาเจอกันอีก
Yeah, I don't want to see you. No, he's touching him. Here we go. Vegas has moved on from Porsche, and he's found the next person. Now, this is Pete struggling with attraction in this moment? Yep, see, here we go. Vegas has found his next target. And I think he's actually intrigued by Pete. This is such a foolish thing for him to do in this moment. Yes, see? Like, so foolish of you.
อันนี้เครื่องดักฟังที่กูพัฒนาขึ้นมาเอง สแกนไม่พบตัดเสียงรบกวน ในกล่องจะมีเอียร์บัดแล้วก็ตัวติดตั้ง เมื่อมึงใช้ด้วยกัน มันจะชัด
I feel like he would know something's around. He would check the room. I would. As soon as Porsche left, I would check.
ไม่เป็นไรกินกล้าเที่ยวออกมาแล้ว
Didn't you shower earlier? Why are you showering? I guess it's the evening now, so yeah, of course. But he showers a lot.
ฟังอะไรอยู่วะ ภาคบอล
Oh, Pete, go
ไหน
away.
อะคู่เล็กมึงไม่รู้จักหรอก เฮ้ย กูชอบเชียร์คู่เล็กลีกไหน
Pete.
สเปน อังกฤษ อิตาลี
ไอ้ที่เอาเปียจบนะ ผมถามว่าอยู่ที่ไหน
อยู่ที่ที่
Here we go. He's now changing the rules of what he said. He's bending them, yep. Because he knows he has protection now. He knows he's wormed his way back in, to a degree.
ผมกับพอสจะไปเอาหลักฐาน
ไม่
I don't like Porsche.
กับคินสองคน คินเลือกเอาแล้วกัน คินจะไปกับตะวันแค่2 คน หรือไม่ คินก็จะไม่เห็นหลักฐานชิ้นนี้
See, now he's making ultimatums. He now has all the power. And he did say about Kin's soft heart. This is why he was able to get to Kin before. He's able to read him.
ตกลงชนะไหมวะ
Okay, Pete. Go away. Oh? Who? Actually, it was a beautiful shot to see. It shows you also how far his training has come since he was first brought here. Yeah, I'm not drinking anything Vegas gives me.
แล้วมันคุยงานกับคุณกรณ์เหรอ
ถ้าบอกว่าผมไว้มาหาพอได้
That wouldn't be a shock.
เรื่องคืนนั้นน่ะ
Are you gonna apologize?
ผมขอโทษนะ
Also, we're just saying sorry for you taking advantage of him. Just forget about it? He knew what he was doing.
ไม่โกรธแถมพี่รองยังส่งพีทมาสะกดรอยตามผมด้วย
Oh, yeah. Peter's terrible at following people around.
ผมว่าไม่อะเรื่องนี้ผมชินแล้ว
Are we supposed to feel bad for you?
ตั้งแต่ผม
I'm not
จำความ
upset.
ได้อะมีงานสกปรกก็โยนให้เราท
Okay, so this is supposed to lay his character.
ำมีเรื่องอะไรก็สงสัยเราก่อนตลอด
I think this is supposed to let us know that Vegas has a lot on his shoulders as well.
พอดถ้าวันหนึ่งพี่ลองอ่ะสั่งให้พอด
Betrays
เก็บ
you?
ผมอ่ะ
Oh. Kill me.
อย่าให้มันทรมานมากได้ไหม
So you're expecting him to kill you. That's an interesting thing to say. If you do kill me, don't make me suffer. Just do it quick. I feel like that's Vegas' way of saying, I'm tired. See, he must know that there's things around here. It's too intentional the way he does things.
เราสองคนจะไปเอาหลักฐานกัน
Very interesting episode. You know it's good into you, Porsche, which is actually a dangerous thing. But it also shows the cracks in their relationship and how much they don't fully know one another. Isn't it interesting that it's just there and everything's still intact in this place? Okay. Because if he was captured, or supposedly killed, wouldn't you have searched his room for any of this evidence? He knew where it was all along. See?
ตะวันบอกแล้วใช่ไหมว่าตะวันไม่ได้โกหก
Okay, sure.
เชื่อตะวันได้หรือยัง
No. Nope. Nope. This is the whole thing of poor communication between KinnPorsche. See? Now Porsche looks like the bad one. And the father, though, he's looked to Kinn earlier in the episode.
ซึ่งเดี๋ยวพอชก็ไปทำลับๆล่อๆในห้อง
See, now put doubt on
แปล
Porsche.
ว่าพอไว้ใจไม่ได้
ไอ้คิน
Foolish is the Kinn.
เปล่า
I want to give you
ผม
a
จะมาบอกว่า ผลสอบภาคปฏิบัติอะออกมาแล้วก็
He's just so shy and innocent. And he especially made it for him, which means the value of this. You put their names, but the value of this is just very
อัน
important.
เดียวในโลกเลยนะ หลังจากเนี้ยผมก็คงจะไม่
An excuse to see you, yeah.
มาหาพี่ เอ้ยมาโทษเป็นอะไรหรือเปล่าครับ
I just want to protect Porsche so much.
อยากจะกวนอะไรเป็นครั้งสุดท้าย ผมชอบพี่นะคุยแล้วพูดได้ คือผมบนเอาไว้อะว่า ถ้าผมสอบผ่าน ผมอยากจะมา
Is he gonna kiss him?
สิ่งที่แบบ
I do like what the Jeff, the actor of Kim, does here with the flitting of emotions that he goes through.
ก็
I mean, that kiss was a clear indication you have feelings.
นมร้อนกินด้วยนะ จะได้หลับสบาย
I don't trust it. It's been in your mouth.
กูไม่เชื่อว่าไอ้พอดมันจะหักหลัง กูว่าไอ้ตะวันมันใส่ร้าย
Exactly.
มองจากดาวอังคารยังรู้เลย
You're the only one. But the problem is Taewon knows how to read this family.
แต่ที่แกทำมาดีแล้วเนี่ย ไม่งั้นในลูกน้องคนอื่น มีกระด้างกระเดื่องแน่
This father.
กูว่าแล้วว่ามึงต้องเชื่อ
No, it's not who you think it is. I can tell by the shoes.
อย่าไปกับผมนะพอด
This was a frustrating episode, but an episode with clear intent to frustrate the audience. We're supposed to kind of scream at the screen, yell at the screen, be irritated with Kinn in these moments, but who's to say that he actually doesn't have a plan going into this? What I say was very interesting was Taewon being shackled at the beginning to the point where now Porsche is in handcuffs and in jail and Taewon is sitting there free. Notice how he manipulated the situation. He spoke about how he was able to read this family. And clearly that was why he was able to sell the information he was able to sell. If he can read this family, that means he's dangerous. If he can read people, he knows how to react to situations around him because he knows how they're going to react. That means he's very dangerous because people like that know how to get away with things. In this moment, it looks like he is. Doesn't mean eventually he will. But Kinn is too gullible for me in these moments. Again, he could really just be setting Taewon up, and I knew this all along, but you can only go by these episodes. Of course, as it goes along, opinions will change, but in these moments, very interesting. I feel like Taewon knew he was being bugged from the beginning. I mean, Porsche did let himself get caught, and even if he didn't find the bug in the AC, it was too obvious with the situation. Taewon, like I said, is able to read them. His demeanor changed as time went on. He knew how to do certain exercises to the camera. He knew how to cut his t-shirts. He knew how to speak to Kinn. He knew how to get this information that he needed to get to then make Porsche look like the bad person. Notice how repetitively it's always, don't trust Porsche. don't trust Porsche, which makes me now think about the father who was so eager to have Porsche there. And did he set this up so that a lot of people could use Porsche as a scapegoat to distract Kinn from running the family business, or to make him become harsher and colder to the situation? And then because it started with Taewon being poisoned. That's very easy that someone is a mole within the system. But who and how many people, we do not know. It feels like multiple people. I don't trust Big, I don't trust Ken, I don't trust the dad. Those three are the most suspect to me because they have the most ample opportunity to create a scenario to make it look like they're on Kin's side to get Porsche in trouble. Especially Big, because he came forward and was like, I don't trust him, remember I was your bodyguard. And the things he does and says, of course it could be a massive red herring. Shows do this a lot. But frustrated with Kin, because you allowed yourself to fall into this trap. As soon as in the subtitles it said he had a soft heart, it was like, okay, I would know how to manipulate you in this situation. I would know exactly, like Taewon, what to do to get to Kin. Plus, he saw Porsche and Vegas toasting almost, as it seems, together at the pool. And Vegas is a big enemy of his and someone who's always tried to one-up him. The fact that you put Porsche in prison, which again saves you face against everyone else so people don't rise up, fine, but it feels like the dad's always mentioning this. There's something about the dad that I really don't trust. And I have to say, the reason it's frustrating as well, which is a good thing, is watching Hyewon sliver his way into this world again after everything he's done, which shows that he did this before. And he's not even subtle about it. And that's what's frustrating when it comes to Kin. He's not subtle. It's very intentional what he does. That whistle with the tune, I feel like, is that a very specific tune that will come back, say someone else whistles it and you realise? Because he had all this information that he sold, but it's clear that he's working with multiple people. It's just, who are these people? With the ending, I have no problem with Porsche running away with Vegas in this moment. The person he thought he could trust, Bahi's brother, just put him in prison. Why should he trust Kin from now on? The fact that Kin was so easy to do what he did shows that, yes, fine, he has to stand with the people around him and he can't lose face against them. He has to make sure that the things he does are within reason so that people don't turn on him. But for Porsche, it's going to be hurtful, and with Vegas, who just happens to be there, yeah, why not go? Like, let's see what you can do, kid. Let's see what your plan is, because it feels like he does have a plan. I don't think anyone trusts Taewon fully, but we're not led to believe anything but what we see. Tankun is the only one outright saying, I don't trust him. And I wish people would listen to Tankun more. This was an episode for me where it shows that Tankun isn't as eccentric or wild as you think. At all. And this family knows this. Because he's the only one who will speak his truth, I believe. Because the father looked at Kin when he was saying stuff. There was a lot of looks to characters that made me go, this is something we have to have a callback on. Like, just watch when they look at these characters. It's very intentional by the director when they have these moments where they look at a character or it zooms in on a character. These are very, very important moments to get a reaction, to understand something's going on. Kim and Porsche, as I said, I just, until the last few moments, it didn't interest me really because it was too interspersed. It was just like a moment here, and I was like, okay, but I need a bit more. The only way they came together, take away the kiss, because that's just a kiss. I did like the moment of saying, I like you, and watching Kim feel guilt and go through all these emotions. That's something I like with the actors. They're allowing us to see that he does feel guilt. It could be for the car accident. I think maybe he believes his family caused, but also the feelings he has for Porsche, because Porsche is like an open book, and there's just no malice behind him, which makes it so nice to see in this world. And now that they've kind of got together, we'll see. They also set us up for Vegas and Pete. So of course, like the hand on the back, so Vegas's hand on Pete's back, so Macau and Vegas trapping Pete so that he had to listen to the sermon makes sense. Like, smart on them for doing that, because Pete is a terrible spy, just terrible. But it gave us that indication of, okay, they're trying to set them up. So I imagine we're going to get a little bit of Pete and Vegas, and then season 2 that's supposed to happen will be about them. But that is an issue I have with this show, which is great to have them as a season 2, but you still need to incorporate them more. We still need to have these elements to draw us in more, because there's not enough. It's just not enough, and I feel like if it fits into season 2, fine. That's where season 2 will come into, but it's just something that TBL's is a negative for me. They don't incorporate the right amount. It's the teasing doesn't work for me. But I will say there was a nice little layer to Vegas in this episode where I felt the struggle he also has to be this top dog. But you know what? Good on him for standing his ground. Not saying that he's not involved with Tier 1, but you know, he stands by his beliefs. And I know he's asking Porsche to run away with him, but you can sense he's growing attraction to Pete because Pete's just always around. Very intrigued what everyone else thought of this episode, because I feel like there was a lot of clues that a second or a third watch will give you. But also, I imagine people, like the actor who plays Tier 1 does a fantastic job, by the way, because he's so cocky, he's so arrogant, he's so frustrating to watch, because we as the audience can see what he's doing, but clearly they can't. That's the point. He's doing a really good job for just one episode to really show us why he was able to manipulate this family, and I mean really well. If he's able to read people and manipulate a situation this strongly, considering other family members don't trust him, it's just, he's causing a fray within the family. And if that's an issue that's coming up, like, maybe trust Tankum.